By the way, these acrylics will wash out of these very easily because these are Sablon artificials. And so.
Well, before I use them, you want me to go get some new ones?
No, these are good. These are excellent, actually. All right, here we go. Everybody ready?
Ready.
Ready, set, go.
Somebody tell me what the color combination system is on this.
Brown and orange.
Purple.
Purple. Pink. White.
Okay.
They're all
Real.
guessing.
I know they're guessing and they're making
It's
me look
mostly
bad.
all secondary colors with a little bit of primary.
The what? The
She
what?
said it's all secondary colors, except
Yes.
a little bit of primary.
Atta girl.
Wow.
I made it.
So
Wow.
good.
I
I'm.
identified it.
Oh,
The dot can.
that's what I was gonna say.
Sure. Well, see, all I see is a lot of green,
Uh-huh.
and then I see, of course, the, I think some raw overroof steps.
So
and some-
what's our preliminary,
Yellow.
our system that we're gonna start off with to get it all unified? What is it called?
Rag wash?
It's called, what? So no, I'm just using water.
Yeah, I just remember that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a what? Anybody watch? No. It's called a
He's asking, are we watching or are we doing something else?
is it a grisaille? We're gonna do a grisaille,
Okay.
which is the brown tone, remember?
Okay.
Okay, what's a grisaille?
Grisaille is a monotone, you did one right there.
Yes.
It's a monotone coloration system to get you started. If she wanted to right now, she could go in and glaze full color over the top of that, and it'll come out to look like a full color photograph.
Wow.
Because that's what that is a value study that you go ahead and get all the values just right, and then putting color over the top of it.
Well, and
is
his suit
nothing.
was black anyway, so it'd be the flesh tones in his
Reynolds,
Yes.
Sir Reynolds, Van Dyke, all of them used black and white egg tempera painting
Oh, okay.
as their acrylics underneath their oils. And then they would take their pure colors of oils and glaze over the top. That's how they did it. So the idea here is to use something that has our deal in mind here. And so, what, Bill, what did I call this? A composition? Do you remember? The compositional aspect of it. Do you remember the?
You talk too fast.
Okay, the S painting.
Yeah, it's,
You know that? It's like this. Our composition is an S composition. You see it?
Yeah, I see that.
The stairway goes up and to the left and then off to the right in a distance that you really don't see it.
Right. And then comes over here, and then goes this way, and you lose it right here. But the overall light pattern comes down in
Okay.
S form. You see? All right. So then we have our basic drawing system as far as the pot and everything is concerned goes here. And I'm sorry I'm talking too fast, but what we want to do is make sure that the drawing is correct. Now, here I use opposite circles to create the stem. You see it?
Wow.
Do you see how that curvature
I actually,
worked Pretty
yeah,
cool, huh?
it's very cool. That. Wow.
there? Using another curve to get on both sides. Look.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I say.
Well, no, not really.
It-
Okay, so we're gonna do kind of a brown tones to kind of get things rolling. We can see the main column here on this side, right here. And we can see there's another column right here, actually, just slightly off of the center of this little pot or whatever that is. Okay, and then we have several columns back in here. I don't see a lot of cross columns up at the top, you know, the actual thing that's holding it up. So this is probably an old ruins kind of thing, and it's got deteriorating things going on. So you know, that's a non-essential thing right now. What I want to do is kind of get an idea of about how this thing is going to work, and we can see the stairs here now, right? And then we have that almost plaza or flat area before it starts the new stairs, which start back here at a different angle. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And what we'll do is just put in some dark up there.
Are columns covered with some kind of vines and greenery
Yeah,
that over
looks-
time has grown up over it?
Looks like it.
Mhm.
So we're just going to put in a kind of a light. Are you videoing this?
Uh-huh.
Okay. We're going to do that. So.
So those are the dark areas in between the columns.
Yes.
Oh.
Excellent.
And it's like the
So,
shadow on the side.
as you can see, now we pull it away. See?
Wow.
See
You
how-
gotta leave your light area. It's
You
almost
have to
like
leave
you're
your
doing
light.
watercolor.
That's right. You gotta
And you're
leave the
painting in
light.
the negative spaces first.
Right, and this is all the light to dark kind of feeling that we're trying to get here. And what we want to do is show the way we proceed and get the light against dark feeling, you see? There we got a part of the column on this side that's kind of darkened a little bit, but now you can see where the S-curve actually worked right there. Do you see how it actually helped us see that dark area?
Yep.
Okay, and we see some more dark right here. The reason I chose acrylic is it's so quick to dry that it's going to make it a lot easier to follow. Now the flowers, those are extra. Those are things that you can put in later. I'm going to put in a little bit of shadow right there so that we can run our steps through it. Because the steps are shadowed, do you see?
Yep.
Right.
So
Yep.
by doing that, in my head, I'm already saying, okay, I've got to watch out for the steps. I've got to watch out for where the light goes across the steps, you see? You see what's happening already?
Sure.
Okay,
There's shadow and light, shadow and light.
right. Now we're going to put the shadow over there on that particular column. Do you see that right there? Okay. And then we're going to actually
Oh. And you're defining your planter now.
yeah, a little, whatever it is. Twist your brush.
Like calligraphy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Okay. And then we decide to actually go ahead and darken it in.
You're leaving some spaces for where the light's hitting it.
Right, exactly. Now we're going to cut like we did the top. Cut it for the dark right there.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have a time sequencer?
9 minutes, 53 seconds.
9 minutes.
The lack of detail, but yet detail is astounding.
The point is that your brain, as an artist, what you want to do is get somebody to actually feel it and see it in their head. Because you're going to use one of the biggest, best type of systems to create the detail in there, and that's for them to finish that detail and all the feelings and colors and things that they have seen before. In looking at steps like this, they're going to bring that all back from their memory. So they're going to fill all that detail in without you even knowing about it.
That's amazing.
Because they get to feel like, oh man, I've been there, and then they tell you, you know, oh yeah, gee, I remember right around that corner there's this fountain,
And it actually makes you
and actually,
believe
yeah,
that you're there. I mean, it puts you there.
it does. So now
It puts
these
you there.
flowers are here, so we know that goes in there. So do you see what's happening here as far as the overall patterning system? Let's go ahead and use a little bit of white as well, and a little bit of warm color. And we're going to put that in the columns, because the columns now actually can start looking like marble by placing a little bit of white in there. See it? The white actually creates a translucent skin, kind of like we're doing with your snail.
Okay.
See it?
Yeah, yeah,
Look
yeah.
at how it creates a column feel.
Yep.
See? And then of course we can lighten things up. There's my orange. A little bit of white. And we can start looking for light play.
Oh, wow.
So we're looking for a little bit of light there. We see a little bit here, a little bit working our way up. You want to start off with a color that will allow you to increase to a lighter area, but also be warmer in the colors that, and I'm putting in step colors, you see, prior to putting in the dark. Okay? Any questions so far? Oh. Good. Everybody knows exactly what I'm doing.
Knowing it and actually reproducing it. It makes perfect sense. Everything does. That's awesome.
Okay, now what we're going to do is start looking at the actual coloration system. So I want to make a little bit of a gray. I still have this beautiful brownish black, so I'm going to make a gray like that. And believe it or not, the first thing we're going to put up there is a color that most everybody knows. Orange.
You're gonna get used to orange.
We love orange.
It's in everything. And if he asks you a question.
It's always
the
orange.
answer is orange.
Well, not always.
Not always.
98% of the time.
Sometimes,
It's a joke.
Sometimes it's purple.
sometimes it's purple and sometimes it's green.
Yeah, right.
Or
Orange,
pink,
purple, or
yes,
green.
pink.
Or pink, pink is in there, yeah. But what we're trying to do here is to create a light source that we can deal with and use as a preliminary start for the different types of light that we see in this place, you see? And so now we go across here and figure out, okay, now we can lighten that up, see? And it's getting ready to lighten up things for us. Okay? Now, interestingly enough, what color was the color that I first put on, the light? The light color that I used here? What was that?
Sienna?
What was that?
Well, it was orange.
Orange.